It's really clean. It's really clean. Stock header.
Everything on it. Those stickers, everything. Everything as it comes from the dealer.
Fucking Bosch battery, huh?
I know, right?
Blue and everything.
Huh?
Bosch battery.
Matches the car and everything.
Yeah, OEM Acura.
Yep.
Sponsored by Acura Honda Classic.
Honda Classic with Mike Chang hooking the boy up.
Oh, I'm missing a little grommet that goes here. Missing the little grommet that goes here for.
Alright guys, so when changing the intake on it, you have to remove the 4 bolts that are here, the 4 screws. Then you got to remove the clamp, which one's here, and this is the sensor that you want to remove. You also want to connect this vacuum line here, and that's about it. Just want to point out how clean this car is. The original, everything on the car. Look how clean this is. Everything original on it. I got the clips for it here. I got it installed. Everything is super mint on it. Now that I take out the intake, I'm going to look closely. Obviously, we want to get the intake on because we definitely want to hear the VTEC on it. But all this is staying intact, and I'm hoarding all of this. None of this is going for sale. So let's continue. All right, so the intake is already off. So you just got to pull these wires out of here. This is the sensor you're going to connect. This is going to be the vacuum that you're going to take out, which you most likely gonna have to take this one off to plug in. The intake is gonna come from here and it's gonna land over here. Now I want to do a test fit because I have it here. I still gotta clean it up. This is what it would look like once it's test fitted. I mean, once it's in there. This is what you're getting here. Let me put it in there and everything. If I could leave it with the plastic on the bottom, it's gonna be better for the intake, and I'll tell you why. It's probably not gonna make any horsepower difference, but the air that's going in through the intake is being sucked by here. Obviously, when it had the box, it will be sucked by here and it'll go inside the engine. Now that the box is off, it's going to take off. It's going to suck air from the top. But if you leave the box on, it's not going to suck air from the bottom. It's going to suck air from where it's coming in, which is obviously here in the bottom. But all the heat in the back, that's not going to hit the intake. Only the top and what's coming in through here. So I think at the end, it might benefit the intake. I guess I'll test it out with the box or without it, and we'll see how it works. I got to get another flat screwdriver for that because I'm using the clamp from the pipe here because I don't have the other one. I'm going to use the Honda one. So I'll come back to you guys once it's installed. All right, so it's already on. Sensor's already plugged in. If you want to use down hose, which I think you can, you got to put one of these on it. This one's a little rusty. I got to go replace it, but here it is. She's on there, and I definitely couldn't use the box. So now I got to store all that away, which is fine because I've been hoarding parts, and I'm going to still keep hoarding parts for a while. So a lot of these things will discontinue. Then I'm going to wipe it down and change the filter in the near future, maybe in a week or two. And yeah, let's finish it up and go for some pulls. Let's hear that VTEC crossover. I'm excited. All right, so that's it. This is the final product. It is already on. Put on the clamp. Like I said, I'm going to change it, and you are able to use this one again. So let's go hear that VTEC. All right, so I'm going to do second gear down this road. If you guys can hear it. It sounds pretty good. I love it. I love the way it sounds. Man, the focus. This camera doesn't. This G7X takes time to focus. By the way, the new G7X came out. The Mark III G7X. I might be getting that just because it has a mic input. Yeah, the mic is pretty good when you're vlogging like this, where there's no noise around you. But if you go out to like an open place, there's a lot of noise. And oh, there goes a cop, and I'm vlogging and driving. with the G7X Mark III with the mic input, I'm able to put a little mic and I could probably get a little bit more sound into it. And yeah, I did a little bit of upgrades on the computer. Hopefully the vlogs will be done quicker. Hopefully the edits and the rendering will be done quicker. Even though I have a brand new iMac from this year, 2019, well, what's left of it. It's insane how fast time goes by quick. And the computer's really good, but it's taking a little bit to rendering the videos just because I'm rendering out of the SD card. So hopefully with the new hard drive, that will render a lot quicker and I could put out those videos faster for you guys. Man, I'm excited. It's the second day I have the car. I got an intake on it already. I installed a quick release. For now, I don't want to go too crazy on the car. I still got to make content for you guys, and I still got to little by little build the car. You know, as everyone knows, priorities come first and bills got to get paid. So this is going to be a little by little project with it. Hopefully you guys like it. Super clean. I couldn't ask for a better car. As you guys know in the video, there is a small exhaust leak. There isn't any holes in the exhaust. It's gonna be the little donut that's where it meets the headers. I believe the owner that had it before, I'm the third owner on the car. The young guy had it, the young kid had it after the second owner. I'm not sure how long he had it for, but I don't think it was too long of a time because you could tell that the car nothing's been done to it. But he did tell me he did something with the exhaust, which looks to me pretty normal. Me and Andy were going through the nuts or whatever, and they seem to be tying pretty good. So I'm gonna take it to a muffler shop tomorrow just to see if it's that donut. Just because I don't want to get down there, I don't want to get dirty and get down there with the gasket. Just for a little donut gasket, I'd rather take that to a muffler shop and have.
Boom, bam, every time.
What is going on, guys? I'm here with Adrian. Hey. We're actually doing the gear selector spring from Hybrid Racing today. I have it here. I'm gonna show it to you guys. This is it right here. Just because my geared stick or whatever, it's a little bit sloppy, so we decided to do that. I also got the ground kit from RunHard Industry, which I will leave the link in the description so you guys could go check it out if you want to go pick up a ground kit. It is for the DC5. It will be your negative and 2 grounds, but this is what we're doing for the gear selector. Basically, you got to take out the battery, you got to remove the battery, you got to remove the pins from on top of the cables here. You got to obviously pull out these cables right here, and then you're going to remove the front nut that's here. It's kind of like it's an Allen key. Huh?
Where'd you put it?
It's up top. No, you put it up top. It's in by the window.
No, the actual tool. I didn't touch it.
Oh, I have it here. This is the one that you got to use.
It's a hex.
It's a hex size 8.
Yeah.
It's a hex size 8 that you got to use for the front, and then these are the ones that got to come out. There's about 4 of them, and then I'll show you guys how to do the installation for the gear selector. You're gonna see the difference on how the gear feels or even moves or whatever, because it shifts really, like it's very sloppy.
Yeah, it has play.
At least it has a lot of play, but yeah, let's get to it. I'll leave you guys with a time lapse and let's go. If Adrian, come close so I can show. So this is where the gear selector spring is, or whatever you guys want to call it, but this is where the spring is. So you have to remove this bolt here, but there is a little washer that's going to come off of it.
It's not focusing. There you go.
You have to remove this bolt here, and there's a washer that's behind it. So when you remove it, you got to pay attention because that washer will fall off and a lot of people won't notice it. Once you remove that, this piece has to come out together, meaning you have to pull this. So
essentially the entire assembly,
the assembly has to come out together because there's a spring in here, and then if it comes apart, it's going to be a mission. Once that comes off, then you pull this off and you put the spring back on. So let's do that. If you want, just let's do that right quick. This is the size. That's got to be a 12. So we could, yeah, it's a 12. Maybe I have to hold it, but we'll see how much pressure there is to it. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure, so I'm gonna have to take out the extension. Great. All right, so you see how the washer fell off? So just kind of stay with that. This is that piece that needs to come out together. So this has to come out together. You don't want it to get dismantled or whatever. Just kind of lay it here. Don't want it to move too much. Right, then you just remove this. This is the spring, leave that in there. This is the little one that goes in there. And to get that back there, Adrian, this is the one that Hybrid Racing gives you. Just go ahead and crack that open. So we can see a comparison. This is the OEM one. See, I can pretty much squeeze it a lot, and then if you do this one, that's as much as it's gonna go. And I'm putting force. I mean, you can see my hand is trembling there. And this is the OEM one. And then this is the OEM one. There you go. And then look at this is the hybrid one. Oh, it kind of goes in almost the same too, but anyways. Oh wait, this is the. Now I'm confused.
I'm like, don't get
yeah,
them
this is
mixed.
the OEM. Okay, so this one goes here.
That.
This one goes here. This goes back over here like this. And then this is the magical piece that needs to come back the same. Move this a little bit in order for this to go in. Maybe we could line it up here. Okay, perfect. Move it up. I guess it moved a little bit.
You gotta, might have to back out a little bit.
I really don't want this to get, like, don't want this to come apart. All right, we'll come back to the video once I put it in. All right, so went to the auto parts. Adrian's leaning now. He has to go do some stuff. Went to the auto parts and pick up grease
Gasket sealant.
Gasket sealant. I can't get the words out of my mouth there. And then we're just gonna peace out. And then we're gonna. Adrian, I'll text you pictures or whatever, let you know. You gotta unscrew it from the top. But anyways, yeah, you gotta do it from the top. So anyways, we're gonna.
Damn, how much security you got here?
Yep, a lot. All right, later. Just leave it there. I'll close it now. Yeah, talk about interrupting the vlog. Anyways, I'm gonna scrape off where the gear selector is. I gotta scrape off the grease sealant, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of that one because I don't have Honda Bond. I should go get some or even order on Amazon. I did order like a pin size of color to touch up some of the stuff here on the hood. Actually, I could even zoom in if you guys see right there, like little dabs like that there. Let me see if I can, maybe if I touch the screen. There you go, kind of like that. You can't really see it much, but there's like one there. But anyways, and that's it. I'm gonna use the sealant for that. I'm gonna use the sealant for that and just kind of scrape off the one that I had, and we're gonna put it back on and see how the gears feel, because it should feel, the shifter should feel a lot less sloppier. So we'll come back now. All right, so everything is already back on, as you guys can see. Now I'm gonna start removing the wires, the negative ground kit from or the ground kit from RunHard Industries, and we're gonna run that back. We're gonna run it back and put the new one on. Everything is already on. Make sure that you are in the neutral position. In the neutral position, it's where you see the hole, kind of right here is where you see it. This is the neutral position, so make sure when you're putting it back, you are in the neutral position and everything lines up. Make sure that this right here doesn't move out of this big pin that's here, or this big thing that's here. It has to go in through here, and unfortunately mine moved up, and I had to kind of take everything off again in order to put it back on. So let me go ahead and give you guys a rundown real quick on the RunHard ground kit, and you guys can see it, which is, he's been the #1 supporter on the channel, and I appreciate it so much. So we'll cut to that now.
By the light ahead, thought about just what you said. Connecting lives is what you planned. After all, let's take a chance. Turning dust into diamonds, turning love into guidance.
As you guys can see, this is what the old one looks like. This is the OEM Honda one. And this is kind of like the wires. It's not really focusing much, but the wires are kind of exposed there. And this is what the new one looks like. So let me go ahead and install that and get into a time lapse, and I'll get back to you guys now. All right, guys, so battery's already on. This is what it looks like. This is what the, let me maybe move the camera a little bit here. This is what the cable looks like, and you see it's running through the back. It's a Raysham. Now I'm gonna put back the ground wires, and we'll go from there. But this is just an easy install. I'm probably just gonna end it here. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and subscribing to the channel. We are at 3,600. Should be at 3,600 by the time I upload this video. Remember to hit the subscribe and smash the like button. I appreciate you guys. Just kind of like small little mods: gear selector, spring, intake, and the ground kit from RunHard Industry. These things are badass. Look at the quality on these things. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for coming again.